With us now on Live It Up is Lori Horowitz, and she owns Studio 5404 Art Space. She's a phenomenal artist herself, and I welcome her to the show. How are you?
Very well, and thanks for having me.
Good. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I have dedicated my life as an artist. I have worked commercially as well as professionally, creating sculpture, paintings, and along with being a union scenic artist and designer. I've also worked at the college level, teaching and promoting art to young students as well as older students.
That's excellent. Now, I know that you work your work is unique, as every artist should be unique, but yours is like a little out there. It's a combination of, what would you say, is it whimsical and thought-provoking, or?
I wouldn't say necessarily whimsical.
Okay.
It may be just the opposite.
Okay.
It has a very psychosocial base to it, and I try and digest what I see out in the world and put it out so I can show the world what's actually going on and document things I see and feel. I've spent a lot of time investigating aging, the problems with dementia, with nursing homes at the moment, and that's the program I'm working on right now, as well as taking a little political topics and digesting them into my work. I use a variety of materials, anything from metals and paper mache to painting and photography.
Now that part of your work, that body of your work, I am familiar with, and that is very serious. But I was talking about your like guerrilla sculpture that you have, like some of your lawn pieces, like that's what I was talking about. So.
Okay, those pieces are quite whimsical.
Okay.
I have a commercial company called Vision Designs, and I've done Spider-Man for Marvel. I've done things all over, you know, that are in Europe, that are more promotional pieces for corporate as well as for business.
Okay.
So that's what those pieces are about, and they're made from a variety of materials, and that's more along the line of my film, TV, and theater background.
Well, it's nice that you have such diversity, and that's probably why you decided to open up Studio 5404, is that you're the curator of your own space now.
Well, it's really been a dream of mine to open up an art space. I know the problems that artists face when they come to show their work. Young artists as well as underrepresented artists, their galleries are unapproachable. The submission process is very difficult. So here I want to embrace the arts, show artists that they can come, they can share their work, they can network. I take open submissions all the time. Anyone can send me their work. I respond to everybody who sends in their artwork.
Wow.
And try and team up different people doing in different disciplines so they can work together and showcase their work.
Now, you've already had a few happenings there, and a happening for me is you go and you never know what to expect because the space completely converts itself. So
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about the event that you had the other evening, because it was phenomenal. It's still going on now.
Yes, it is. The show is called Taking It to the Street. It's an urban art show. We put together a show of 11 very talented artists. We had 2 original hip-hop rap artists share their original work, along with performance artists and visual artists. We created a 65-foot outdoor art wall, the only one on Long Island, I have to say, and there we showcased graffiti art, and it will change over time and become different topics and work as an outdoor gallery as well as an indoor gallery.
And you also set up like an interactive activity for the people that were going. You had cans of paint and brushes so that people that just came up, you know, could make their marks on a wall, and you had poetry and fabulous. Really
Right.
nice, Lori.
So the mission of an inter-art space where there are none of this sort, some colleges try and get the arts together, but really my focus and my passion is to unite the arts. So poetry, painting, sculpting, all of these different disciplines are so similar. They need to come together. They need to support each other. So it was a very vibrant, electric event, and it was a lot of fun for everybody who came in.
Had people dancing and live musicians.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic what you're doing. It's really important. It's really valuable
Well, you know, there's a cultural void on Long Island. We're in between the largest art center probably in the world, in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the Hamptons. And here we are an hour away, and nobody knows about the arts and nobody embraces the arts. So here's the Nassau-Suffolk border where we are, and we're trying to say, come and see what we're doing, get an education about what's happening in Brooklyn, in Manhattan, and we want to bring a little piece of that out to the island.
Well, you're certainly doing a wonderful job. What do you need? Do you need some corporate sponsorships? Like, what would help you?
What would,
you know?
Well, we're a non-for-profit. We
Okay.
just received our 501c3 just a little less than a month ago. And we need collectors, artists, sponsors, people with ideas, dreamers who want to come on board and help the space. We are not governed by a council. We will take in all ideas. We embrace the help, and we embrace the ideas and people who want to join in our mission.
That's fantastic. And you do showcase art that isn't seen anywhere else. So you're right. A collector would also be very helpful because they might want to purchase this unique, amazing art. So.
These are artists who are not established yet. They're out there. One of the artists is very well established in Europe, who showed with us, but not in the United States. We do have submissions in from pretty much everywhere, but we are showing mainly New York artists. Collectors can come in and buy pieces from very talented artists who are on their way to a tremendous career.
Excellent. Thank you so much for spending time. And I'm going to come often because I have such a great time when I'm there. So thank you, Lori, for joining us.
Okay, thanks for having me.
So please stay tuned for more on Live It Up. And if you hear of something in your community that's happening that's kind of artsy or creative, you know who to call. Call me because I'd love to tell their story. Thanks for watching.